Hey everybody, welcome back to another Endless Custom video. Today I'm going to be going over my, I guess, completed idea of the Wolverine that I was talking about in my last video. I was able to kind of do it all at once because I was just super excited to get this figure, and I wanted to get like a perfect Wolverine out of him. I don't think I'm there quite yet, but I think I'm very, very, very close. So I wanted to show this video because there's a couple things that I have never seen before, right? So that's one is disassembling the Mezco Wolverine body. I haven't seen anybody do it, and I understand why. It's a pain to figure out what Mezco is trying to do for us not to customize their bodies or whatever. But basically, I took off the boots of this figure, and you can see here it has a giant peg that's glued into that boot, and I can show you real quick. Hold on. So it's a giant peg that goes into there, and it's glued there. So I had to boil the figure, and I normally start pulling it this way just so that it can pop off easier, because if I were to pull it this way, I guess I can do it this way. That's actually better. That's probably what I did, is pull it this way because it won't rip this front part here. But I didn't realize that it was a giant peg until like halfway. And be very careful, because when you heat this up, then the plastic gets very, very soft, and this is what you're trying to soften up, not the boot. So it was extremely hard for me to take this off. So luckily this was the first one that I took off, and that one came out like, I guess, easier than this one, because this joint ended up ripping off before the boot came off. And I'll show you on this one. So I basically had to hollow out that inside with my Dremel to be able to get it. If you're able to get lucky on both of them, this actually snugs in pretty good. You can hear it almost pop. I don't know if you can hear it, but it basically pops in there, and then now you have a calf pivot, or a bottom boot swivel, if you want to call it that way. So that was great. And then so you can kind of see the height difference between that figure and this one. So you lose a lot of height, which is what I was going for actually, because the Hugh Jackman Wolverine is very tall. So which I didn't mind, because that's the figure that we get. But if I can make him shorter, then by all means, and I think I did. It's probably almost half an inch shorter, which is perfect, because now I think he looks awesome. He looks stocky. So I went ahead and did that first, and then on the Deadpool Wolverine body, I ended up boiling the top half and figuring out what the arms look like. So basically, I cut underneath the sleeve. You can see here, this is where I cut. You need a brand new X-Acto knife would be the best thing. So on this side, I did it right underneath the black. If you can see here, let me pop this off real quick. You can see here, right where it meets the black, I cut it right there, because I was assuming that you can just pop this joint off the whole shoulder piece, like this body, the Zero Blank body from 5K Toys and Toy Metaverse. So I figured you would be able to pop it off like this, and absolutely not. You cannot do that. And you can't do that on the Mezco Wolverine, which is this figure here. This is this Wolverine figure, right? So I thought it was like an old school G.I. Joe where you're going to crack it this way, but no, it looks like it's one solid piece, because if you can see here, this is just one solid piece. So it doesn't even have a crack. So you would have to destroy this body completely, like to even get underneath to see what it looks like. And I wasn't going to do that unless I absolutely had to, which I don't think I did, at least for now. So that was almost damn near impossible to pop off. So basically what the joint looks like is, this is the forearm, and let me show you here. So this is the glove, the gauntlet, and then his hand goes here. It goes into this part here. The forearm is blue on, so you can't just cut the sleeves. You have to replace the arms. And originally what I was gonna do is I was gonna leave enough material here to cover that blue, but it was such a high point that I was like, I don't think it's gonna look good. So I ended up just cutting the sleeve and popping the arm off. So basically, they're the same concept as far as a bicep and the arm. So this goes connected through here, and it has a little peg right here, and then it connects from this peg here into the arm right here, right? So that's basically how the arm would look, and I have it backwards, but, or at least, yeah, here. So you can kind of see what the idea is, right? So it's a good mechanic. It's just terrible for customizers, so, or it makes it more complicated. So what I wanted to do is, I really liked the boots from the original Wolverine. Well, not the original, but this comic style Wolverine. And then I like the gauntlets because they're so much meatier than these here. And you can see here, that's kind of what I mean. This is just a thicker, bigger presence. And then the claws look better to me. You can see here the difference. Like these are more kind of separated, and then they're thicker, you see. So I wanted to keep those gauntlets, and I wanted the boots because I like this flared look. So, but I love the texture on that movie version, but not so much on the head, actually. Let me show you. You see, like it just looks so like excuse me, in person it just looks like a piece of corn. It just looks like it distracts way too much. I wish they would have kept it flat, like this. Smooth, you get what I mean? So I didn't like that head sculpt, and I'll show you the head sculpt on the on the body real quick. So let me pop this one off. So that's the original Wolverine head that comes on it. Like it looks fine, but to me it's just so distracting with the texture on top of the helmet too. And he's really sleek, he's really thin. So that's something I didn't like, and I really liked it on like this Wolverine. Like I thought that was a perfect Wolverine. So I think the yellows match fine, good enough for me. So that's me popping the arm off, right? So I'm kind of going all over the place, but basically I popped the arm off. I was trying to use this ball socket into that body, but there's no way of taking this one off, or no way taking that one off without breaking it. I didn't want to break it, right? So what I ended up doing is I cut the sleeve too short on this one. So if you're gonna do it my way, I would say cut the sleeve probably covering the bicep, I mean the shoulder. So I would probably cut it like right here, so he has kind of like a high sleeve. So basically the material would cover the whole shoulder and kind of go overlap the bicep a little bit. You get what I mean? So I messed up on this one too, on this side, because I cut it a little bit shorter than I wanted to. But honestly, the way that I have the the shoulder pads is going to cover it. And eventually I'm gonna probably buy another Wolverine and then perfect my my custom, I guess, in that sense. Because now I know what I'm getting into, right? So hopefully if someone wants to customize their Wolverine, this video is helpful for them, because I went through a whole lot. So I ended up keeping the movie Wolverine shoulders on this body, popped the bicep off on both the Wolverines, put the bicep on there, and I actually had to, this socket is bigger than this hole here. So on the movie Wolverine, I had to shave the socket. Basically, it's exactly like this. This is longer on the movie one, and it's a little thicker. So I had to shave it down. I had to Dremel a hole out big enough for the comic Wolverine arm to go in. So if you can see here, it has the comic Wolverine arm, but it has the movie shoulder, because it still has this little ball hinge So you can put the armor piece on there. And you normally put it on like this, right? That's how the one in the movie version comes out. But I pop it out and I flip it backwards because I think it looks better that way. It covers the shoulder, right, for me. So I'm okay with it looking like this, right? So the reason why I'm saying to cover the shoulders, because if you do it my way, then you won't be able to tell that he has a smaller shoulder than a bigger arm. You get what I mean? Like right here, I don't know if I didn't mention it, that you would notice it right away, but basically it has a smaller shoulder to the bigger arm. But you know, I'm not gonna have a side shot like this. If I'm gonna take photos, it's not gonna be like, hey, look at this, right? I'm gonna definitely have him like in an action pose, and you know, not have him so stoic, you know, just standing there. So it's gonna be kind of like this, right? Kind of like this, right? Like he's in an action pose, so you won't necessarily be able to tell that he has a smaller shoulder if I never mentioned it. If I just showed you, hey, look at this Wolverine, you're gonna be like, oh wow, okay. So that's what I did. It was a long process, but I wanted to get it done ASAP because I just wanted to have a good Wolverine. So I did that. I went ahead and cut the belt off too, because this belt was really thin and it's too much yellow. It's just yellow on yellow on yellow. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get rid of that one. I used the Wolverine belt from the comic version on this one. And I think I'm gonna keep the red belt on. You know, I like it. It pays homage to that Wolverine. So excuse me. Oh man, I'm gonna keep that belt on there. And then my belt dirtied this part, so that's from factory, so I don't know, just look out for that. But I have the black belt too that comes with that Wolverine, and I think this looks awesome too. I was really tempted on keeping this because this just looks really good, but I am a sucker for the red belt, so I'm probably gonna just keep the red belt, honestly. But the black belt is really, really nice too. And then if you want to do the buckle, just show you real quick what that would look like. Sorry. Damn. Excuse me. Oh man, I gotta do this off camera. Hold on. Damn, it's giving me such a hard time to put this on there. All right, so this is the buckle. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Definitely sick here. So, so that's what it would look like with the buckle. I think I like the X-Men logo better, or the X, than that, but that's with the buckle, right? So, after all was said and done, this is how the figure came out. And honestly, I think it came out really, really awesome. Because if you were to see here, this would be basically the height difference on this figure. So, or standard body. You see, if he had boots, he would be taller. Oh, sorry. Standard body, if he had boots, he'd be taller, like that. And then just the Marvel Legend Power Princess. So you can see here, he is shorter, which is exactly what I was going for. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this kit bashing Wolverine. I think it came out really nice, or exactly how I envisioned it. Maybe not the process, but definitely the look of the figure is exactly how I wanted it. So let me know what you guys think. I'll take photos later on, but I think it came out awesome. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. I was thinking of, oh, let me just show you just so you can see. I was thinking of putting these shoulder pads on him eventually, but I don't know how I feel about that just yet. So let me know what you guys think, if you like these movie shoulder pads or the comic shoulder pads. But I really like how it all came out. And eventually I'm gonna probably dry brush these into like this type of blue, which I have all kinds of paint, so I'll probably do that eventually. But for the most part, it looks pretty awesome. Or I might do it vice versa, where because the blue on the suit matches more to this than that, because this one almost looks it looks lighter than it is on the suit, right? But anyways, that's just me rambling on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Wolverine that I made. I think the head sculpts work perfectly with the yellow. I don't find it a bother. But yeah, so eventually I'm probably gonna swap this ball peg out for a McFarlane ball peg, so it's a little higher, so it kind of sits like this, not not barely putting on, you get what I mean? So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching another Endless Custom videos. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and as always, keep it original.